Hi friends, welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be me stamping and using up my paper scraps. I'm going to do lots of stuff, but I'm not going to do embossing like this pretty gold one because it's the middle of the night and my husband is sleeping. But if you're like me, you have tons of these strips. So I'm going to pull up my stamping pads that I've had for a long time, except for that black Sargento. And some of the stamps I'm going to be using. Some are Stampin' Up, some I've gotten at Goodwill, some I've made. Yeah, this little basket's all the ones that I have made. So yeah, oh, and I have had this stamp cleaner forever and a day, so have that handy. Okay, let me clear some of this stuff up and I will get started. So I am all ready to go here. I'm going to use this green stamp first, put some strips out on this piece of paper, and I'm going to start stamping. I'm going to begin with some leaf stamps that I have made. I went on a leaf stamp making kick a while ago. I had fun doing that, and I don't know what's on that stamp, but it's not coming off. Anyway, and I don't have the backing on this, so it doesn't stick to the acrylic block. But I could put the backing on it, but I just chose not to, and it doesn't bother me at all. Sorry for being off camera here for a second. That changes shortly. As you can see, it just has a really nice, almost ghost-like coloring to it. It's not a dark green, it's very earthy, and that's what I like about this stamp pad. I've had it for a really long time, and that's one of the stamps I go to a lot for when I'm trying to decorate a blank page in a journal. I just pull out my stamps, pull out this, especially it looks really good on coffee dyed paper. So it's just, see my pajamas, those are so comfy. Anyway, yeah, this is one of my favorite stamps, stamp pads, I should say. And then the stamps that you'll see that pink are the ones that I have made. And I'm pulling out the rest of those leaf stamps that I have made. There's so many ideas online about how to make stamps, and I just got a small set of the stamp making supplies, and it has been just enough for me to do what I want to do, plus a little extra. So invest in one of those. It's a really relaxing thing really relaxing activity. And these other stamps that I made here are plastic with a piece of rubber band glued on it, and I'm really surprised at how long these have lasted. I mean, seriously, it's just a piece of plastic from some sort of packaging, I don't even remember, and just dipping it in that ink and it picks it up kind of cool and lays it down still, and I'm just kind of amazed. It's just a rubber band on a piece of thing attached with glue. So very cool. And I do a little bit of shadowing here and it doesn't turn out great, but that's all right, I don't mind. I have junk journals are for junk, so I don't know if I'm purposely making junk here at this point, but it's what's kind of looking like. Anyhow, so I'm finishing up with this swirly doodad, and I like how this little piece is turning out. This would be a good little item I can use to make a tuck spot, or those things can be good for lots of little things. And this one is kind of supposed to look like a rose. That was my intention when I made it, and it sort of does, but I think I like just in the swirl way anyhow. I probably could make another one, manipulate it a little more, the rubber band, and make it a little more like a rose. Or it looks like a really swirly E or an @ sign. So yeah, anyway, I guess this is a very versatile stamp. Mark making tool, we'll say. Yeah. Every now and then I get in kicks when I just want to recycle stuff, and that was one of those. All right, here's some more strips. Gonna switch out my ink and pull out my brand new Memento. I called it Sargento because that's not what it's called. Good grief, Sargento, isn't that spaghetti? Anyhow, totally black, acid-free, and brand new. Isn't it pretty? So here I go. And another mark making tool that I idea online. Yeah, this I thought would make a better stamp on it, but it's still a really cool mark make. And for junk journaling, I think this would be a really fun thing to use. I can't see this being used in a vintage journal at all, but anyway, that's something that I like it. I still like the effect. And by the end of this video, this paper is gonna be so cool, full of stampy stuff. All right, here we go. Ooh, that is so nice. Look at how, oh, that's so black. Black, perfect. Oh, I like that. What is it about brand new stamps? I can't help myself. I must do more. So fun, so fun. I'm going to just keep going here a little bit with the stamping, put on some music, and just let you watch what's going on here. And we'll check back with you shortly. Okay, so far this is what I've got done. I'm going to go off camera and do a few more, and then I will come back and show you all the stuff that I made with the different stamps that I have set out to do. That rose one is kind of pretty, and we'll see how that one works. Okay, here we are after I have done a bunch of other stamping. So you can see I pulled out a lot more stamps than I had showed you in the beginning. That's that rose stamp I showed you. Yeah, it didn't turn out great. And those are my favorites, the swirlies. Had a new block stamp that I tried out to make strips with. And yeah, still working on it. And some other things that I have made, some of the other stamps that I've made that are pieces of rubber band. So they are really cool mark making tools. And my fingers are a mess. I kind of went nuts with that black because it's brand new. Just pieces of my stamps that were leftovers, and they look like mountains and waves. And so yeah, another cool way you can use just pieces of stamps left over. This is another piece of stamp left over. I put lines on it and did upside down and right side up, and it comes out looking really cool, like a pattern. These look like tire tracks or bricks or something to that effect. Again, just little things I found around the house just to use to make stamps. And I've got this stamp set from Stampin' Up! That is just flowers, and I used that acid-free dye ink that's green. And those pretty, they're double-sided. So that's what I like about this stamp set. Actually, I think I won that stamp set at a Stampin' Up! Gathering. So they make pretty little strips that I can use for lots of different things. Here's the rest of those leaves that I made with that green stamp again. This set of stamps I found at a Goodwill, and best find ever. That there must have been 15 stamps in that set, and I just went to town with those. And they're beautiful. They're very elegant. And also they look good for embossing because there's so much detail on them, and they're really cute if you can put them on corners or on little pieces on your junk journals. Oh, this is another, just a junk stamp I made. A couple more flower leaf stamps, and this is that one, the rose one, when it's just so thin that it didn't really pick up the ink very well, especially with the green, as you can see here. So I don't know, it's not my favorite, but, and swirlies. I love the swirls. This came with that set, those green ones. And I've got another set I've had forever, 2 sets actually that are my favorites, that are pretty much my go-tos, and they're in this plastic bag here. And one's roses and one's just these beautiful swirls. And they go all over the place. You can do so much with these. I use them on coffee dyed index cards just on the corners, and it just immediately gives it interest. So pretty those. I can use those to make clusters, paper clips, all kinds of things. Favorites, favorites, favorites. All right, that was a lot of fun. I hope you get some ideas for yourself, what you can do, and not be afraid to get those stamps out and get your fingers dirty. It's pretty mess. I forgot to show you the paper that I used. That was just picking up everything. But anyway, here's my little box of scraps that I will probably do some more on. And that's it for now. Until next time, God bless.